adventure, adversity, camaraderie, overlanding. This is Oregon Trail Off-Road, and this is our story.
How has this first OTO trip gone for you?
I think it's been pretty good. I think it was a success.
Oh man, I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun.
Everything came together really well, and we all worked as a team really good, and we all had a good time.
We all learned a lot and had a lot of fun, and even got into a few confrontations. So
it was tough for sure. I mean, a lot of hard work and stuff.
Everybody's made it happen, so it's not just one person, it's all of us.
What was my favorite part?
Oh gosh, my favorite part?
I think my favorite part was just the camaraderie of everybody.
I'd just say the camaraderie that we've built here amongst all of us. I mean, that's probably the best part.
Seeing everybody pitch in and help out and have fun.
Like a couple other people have said, I really like the camaraderie. Just being with a group that has fun together and is comfortable around each other and stuff like that. And yeah.
So about eight months ago, or maybe even a little longer than that, I was sitting in my living room watching a Discovery show mini-series called The Yukon. And in the Yukon they were taking wagons up these mountains to get their gear to where they needed to be. And at the time, me and Dom were kind of thinking we wanted to do some kind of a documentary, adventure, off-road kind of a deal. But we didn't really know exactly what we wanted to do, and we wanted something with some substance behind it. And so when I was sitting there watching that show, it reminded me of learning about the Oregon Trail when I was a little kid in grade school. And it just kind of clicked, and I was like, well, what if we just did the Oregon Trail and we did it backwards, from Oregon City, because that was one of the main stop points, all the way to Independence, Missouri, where they started. And so this is kind of a test run. We're doing Memorial Day 2014, and we're going currently from Crater Lake, or actually Diamond Lake, to Sisters, Oregon, all off-road. It's about 175, 200 miles, and mostly unpaved. And we're gonna hit snow. Just go ahead, Cope, see if you can make it through. We hit our first snow.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, indeed.
So, we're about 5-6 miles into the trip. This is our real first patch of snow. I don't have four-wheel drive because my CBs are broken, but I do have rear lockers, which kind of enables 4-low. Anyway, I was the first one to get stuck, so I had to dig this out. Dom got stuck up there. So now what we're gonna do is Jason or Aaron's gonna go first. We're gonna carve a path. Then everyone's gonna follow, then Dom is gonna tow me through this. From what it sounds like, there's another big patch about a mile up ahead of the same stuff. So we had to air down. Anyway, yeah. There we go. Stay on it, stay on it, stay on it. You're still moving. Oh. Stay on it, yeah. Stay with it. There you go, there you go. You got it. Yeah, we gotta dig ya.
Pull them all the way up to
you're way up there. So we decided to backtrack a little bit. The snow got too thick and it's still continuing to gain elevation. So right now we're waiting for everybody to make their way back up this little snowy hill that we had a hard time making it down. So it's going good so far. We got 3 rigs, 2 to go.
Whether we want to detour or just go mob around up the hill and then go back to town. Or I guess we could just go to Crescent Lake and start mobbing today, and then mob into the throttle.
What happened, Jason?
Kobe set up a barrier for it.
Well, this is the second roadblock that Kobe set up for us, so we'll see how many more there are.
Oh my god. This is number 3. Should I roll over it? No. Roadblock number 3. Thanks, Kobe.
So was that a collaborative effort or what? Because
Well, the first, check it out. I did one, thinking you guys, it was a small one.
Yeah, it was that tiny little lightweight moss-covered one, and it weighed like 3 pounds.
And then I got to the second one. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this the whole way, right? And then as I'm leaving, he pulls up. I'm like, Dad, is it just you? All right, let's do this. So we set the second one, and then the third one, we're like, dude, we gotta do this.
all the way back.
You're Michael, you were the last one down.
The first one we were like, oh, this. And then the second one we're like, seriously, another one? And then we're like,
Yeah.
then by the third one it was
here's the
just
best
funny.
one.
Like we were just cracking up.
Yo, Gabba Gabba.
About a mile up that way. So you go down here, probably like
It's
quarter mile, and then take a left on this gravel road, and then you take another left
It's kind of
off to the
entertaining.
side,
Actually,
and
I end up
there's
watching it.
a little pull off to the right.
They always
it goes
have like
back,
gas bands,
and then there's
or
they have
on there.
like someone camped.
They're,
There's a
like,
little fire
fancy
pit, and
food
it kind of it's kind of like
They
this
like
where you can turn in, but it goes back, and there's a
Yeah,
small
you
log that
have
we can move,
You have Netflix.
so we can get all the way
Big
back
enough
there.
for four
Yeah,
or
I
5
don't have like
Yeah.
cable and shit.
No, you need to be nose in because you're wrapped. Had a good day today. We went from Crater Lake, kind of got mixed up, got spun around a little bit, but ended up making it on time to the destination we were hoping to make it to, with generally unscathed, except for me. I got a little dent in the door and a broken winch, but aside from that, looking forward to tomorrow.
Day one, had some snow areas that I got stuck in because I don't have four-wheel drive right now. But we got over the hills and everything, and yeah, stoked to be here. Cooking some bomb chili. Got a good group of guys. Stoked that we made it through day one. And outside of these freaking mosquitoes, I think we're gonna have a good night. It'll be cool.
Yeah, today was awesome. I thought we worked well as a team. I know we deviated from the plan when it really came down to it, but yeah, it was nice to see everybody work together and kind of accomplish our goal. We made it here in the timely manner, so that's what's important, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I think they're super sick, but I think they're
You know, the shims on the back of your brake pads, one of them was bent enough to where it was just barely touching the top of the rotor, and it just squealed like you wouldn't believe. And I was like, what is, I just changed these, like what is it? So I finally figured it out.
Is Jesse here? Jesse, where you at? There you are.
Tell
Remember the time
story.
you did these backwards?
Yeah.
This one time he put brake pads on backwards. Get that on tape.
It was the first time I'd ever put brake pads on. And we started driving it, testing it, and it's just making this horrible squealing noise. Bro, what the heck? And we still go back, take it apart, and it's totally backwards. And I was like, awesome.
Soon after leaving the rock quarry, we began running into a lot of fallen trees across the trail. It was obvious that the roads hadn't been used in quite a while. Several times we had to disembark our vehicles and cut a path through the thick logs. Eventually we had to take another route because the brush was too thick to cut through, but this led us to the top of a mountain where we found a fire lookout with a view of the entire forest. The gentleman manning the lookout was enthusiastic about our arrival and kindly explained to us what he did.
Good morning, gentlemen.
So this tells you exactly where you're looking.
Well, not exactly, but I'll show you how it works.
Oh, wow.
You guys seem interested?
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh yeah, I've been in other things like this, and yeah, they had this on the wall.
Yeah, so this is our cheat sheet that tells us how far and all of our landmarks. And this tool is pretty cool because it was invented in 1933 on the top of Mount Hood by a mountain climber dude. And he kept climbing the mountain, and every time he got to the top, he'd see a fire. He'd get his little compass out, and he thought that there would be a better way, so he invented this thing. And the cool part is that we're still using it, man. I mean, how cool is that?
Yeah.
And so we've got the old technology and the new technology, and basically it works the same. It's just like a compass bearing. We see a smoke, and we shoot a compass bearing or an azimuth, and then this is the vertical angle. So back in the day, you'd use this thing, the little peep slider, and you'd have your degrees and your angle. But now with this, we're in hundredths of a degree, whereas this is in 10-minute tenth of a degree. So you can be much more accurate with your legal.
After descending the mountain, we found a place for camp amongst a beautiful gray forest of uniformly shaped and sized trees. We ate some delicious burgers and called it a night. Before packing up camp and heading out on day 3, Dom and I took on the task of disassembling the quadcopter and cleaning the motors of dirt since I had crashed it the day before. After doing the best we could, we put it back together and crossed our fingers. It flew just as good as before, except this time a little more noisily. That is, until Jay got a hold of the controls. Don't worry, it survived. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get much footage of our driving during day 3. We finally ended up near Redmond, Oregon, and set up our last camp. The desert was beautiful, and we enjoyed carne asada tacos courtesy of Kobe.
What are we having for dinner tonight?
We are having about 12 pounds of carne asada, leftover dogs if we want, leftover burgers. All I can really say is we're having an OTO meal, baby.
Overall, how has this first OTO trip gone for you?
I think it's been pretty good. I think it was a success. We all learned a lot and had a lot of fun, and even got into a few confrontations, so it was good.
Yeah. What was your favorite part?
What was my favorite part? I think my favorite part was just the camaraderie of everybody. Seeing everybody pitch in and help out and have fun.
Mr. Dominic Crenshaw.
Oh, hold on, I need some coffee first. That's hot.
You like it hot though?
Yeah, I like it hot.
So overall, how has this trip gone for you?
Oh man, I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun. It's I really can't complain. Everybody's made it happen. So it's not just one person; it's all of us. So I've enjoyed it a lot. So.
And what was your favorite part about it?
Oh gosh, my favorite part. I'd just say the camaraderie that we've built here amongst all of us. I mean, that's probably the best part.
Yeah.
So it's a good time.
More coffee.
Ian. So how has the first OTO trip gone for you?
You know, at first I was struggling, but after a while I started feeling better, and now I'm feeling pretty comfortable with these guys. It's
cool.
Actually a good experience.
And anything that was a single favorite part about it?
I think going through the snow and mud and just really being able to off-road, I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I just like being out in the dense forest and middle of nowhere. So
definitely.
This was just kind of a chance for us to work out some kinks and address some issues that, you know, things that need to get fixed as far as every aspect, cooking, you know, to the drivers, what goes in each vehicle. I think a lot of good ideas got brought up, and you know, it's definitely some food for thought, and it's going to give us something to work with from here on out. So yeah,
it went really well. To be honest, I was excited, but I wasn't like really stoked about it. But I had a great time, and it was tough for sure. I mean, a lot of hard work and stuff, but it was a great learning experience, and I think that everything came together really well, and we all worked as a team really good, and we all had a good time. Like a couple other people have said, I really like the camaraderie, just being with a group that has fun together and is comfortable around each other and stuff like that, and yeah.
We completed our first trip without any major issues or failures. Sure, we encountered small hang-ups along the way, but that's what this trip was about. It was a trial run. It tested all of our off-the-field groundwork. The experiences we had this trip are the foundations for future trips. For the trip. This journey began our continual learning process for the next 2 years leading up to our final goal, tackling the Oregon Trail. Now begins the real work of refining our methods, focusing our resources, preparing for the unexpected, training ourselves, and equipping our machines for longer and more demanding expeditions.